Hey guys, I'm Gent on occasion, and today Luther Harkon is harking on about destroying us or something. I don't know, there's probably wordplay there. We're Gorm though, we're Gorm. Gorm is the best. We are going to defeat them. That's the plan. We're going to have to fight Harkon, right? It does mean outside the walls, which is a shame. It would be nice if he tried to besiege us, but the fact is he's suffering attrition, as we are suffering attrition, so he's never going to feel confident enough to attack, because as our army gets weaker, his confidence should go up, but his army is also getting weaker, so his confidence is remaining the same. It's stalemate, but he could have another army show up. So we have to get rid of him now. We have to dislodge him so he can get replenishment. Get rid of him and be prepared for the next stack that he throws at us. Worst case scenario, we that was never going to happen, but it doesn't matter because we still destroy him, get a load of money, and sacrifices out of it. So, either way. Also notice this little thing here, spinning. That's kind of adorable and slightly low res. Like that's slightly lower resolution than everything else. I guess because of Warhammer 2 asset, in Warhammer 3, and it didn't upscale very well. Anyway, whatever, we're fighting this guy, it should be fun. I say should be fun, I don't know, I think it's going to be nightmarishly hard, because they have so many guns, and most of our, damage potential is in the air and ludicrously vulnerable to handgunners and hand cannons, so, I don't know, it'll be tricky, let's do it. Okay, we have our burbs. Let's send them back. He's got a burb too, though. He's got his scary ghost. Very scary. The fact he's called it's called a Terrorgeist. Like, I think most, it seems to me, like, whenever I speak to a German, I'm like, isn't Warhammer funny? And they're like, no, it's just normal. What are you talking about? I think maybe there might be a culture of being very on the nose about naming things in Germany. But, like, obviously, with, a bunch of dudes in Nottingham coming up with names for all this stuff, it was about, oh, we need to make something sound grimdark. We need to make it sound sort of gothic or whatever. So we'll give it a German name. And then, of course, it's usually quite a direct translation. And then suddenly it sounds very gothic. But I think if we called it, like, a scary ghost, I don't think we'd be... I don't know. I think it would be a bit stupid. I think it would sound real dumb. And I guess you could, technically it's not spooky, it's still terror, But Geist is ghost, it's just a terror ghost, Even terror ghost sounds silly. I'm making it sound sillier. But, it's dumb. It's real dumb. The translation hides how silly it is. And yeah, when I've spoken to Germans, they're just like, well, yeah, it's a scary ghost. It's like, okay, cool. Sure, so long as you know. So long as you're aware, no problem. So, yeah, that's the thing, anyway. I think they're used to our shenanigans, And yeah, I guess perhaps they name things more on the nose. Yeah, let's just put them all in a group, actually. Gorm's part of our Air Force now, so... make them act like it. So I could try and get rid of some of these sirens. Maybe. But I feel like they're just going to walk out of the way. Ugh, guys. Stop getting huddled. I'm just saying words sillier, just for fun. But, I'm not a professional zombie namer, so, it's fine. I'm allowed to be silly. And I'm pretty sure earlier in this campaign I was saying how silly Warhammer is and how it should lean into its silliness, but It's more the difference in tone, I guess, I'm commenting on, right? It's... The Terrorgeist sounds like an imposing thing. Ooh. Please stop shooting my poor little Skinky. Oh, Skinky! Oh, you start shooting Luther Harkon, yeah? How's that sound? Ugh, sounds great. I kind of want to stop something from trying to kill me. I don't know what. Let's find out. And maybe I should have saved that. Alright, let's try and go for the monsters, if you would. Actually, I want you to go for the bombers. You're nearly dead already. And the rotting Prometheans are actually going to be a bit of a pain, I think. They can do quite well against the Saurus warriors, I imagine. Ugh. This is scary and I hate it. Alright, this is going to be clumsy. Oh no, we're in combat? You guys already jumped down. God, that's frustrating. We did a lot of damage to these guys, though. Screw it, we'll stay on the ground. Right, you're going to run in. You guys maybe go for the Rotting Prometheans. You're still plinking away at Harkon, but so far you've done nothing. So that's fun. Love that. And yeah, let's give you some missile resist. I don't know if you're even going to need it here just yet, but that's fine. You guys get out of here. I would like to take advantage of your bombs. Ooh, don't like that much. Don't like that much at all. Alright, you need to get back in here. And you need to get rid of them. Yeah, you guys, let's just move you right over here, actually. You go from the deck droppers. You guys are all up in their business, which is great. I would love to get onto these artillery pieces, though. I really would. And still trying to whittle away at him. I'm not sure this is really a great idea for me. So I think I might try and get a Ripodactyl out there before he is totally murdered. Poor guy. No, get away from me. Get away from me. You fiends. Oh my god, stop! We need to get in there. I'm gonna hit them too. Have we not dealt with them yet? Come on. Come on down. There's not that many bats. Stop being silly. Okay, good. Oh wait, there's more bats there, huh? Oh, for God's sake. No wonder. A couple of units. I thought it was just the one unit. Twasn't. Twasn't. Twas two. Oh my god, please, please get stuck in there, yeah? But yeah, this is always going to be difficult. I was expecting it to be a little easier than this. But if we can get rid of them, that should be a big help. We got loads of Saurus Spears, still very healthy. Don't really magic damage there, but we can try and hit those Sirens. God, the Terror guys are doing big work. Okay, rear charge there. Oh yeah, refusing to die. I forgot that was a thing they could do. And I know these are technically ranged units, but getting a little charge, I thought we could trigger a rout faster. And we do have our drop rocks, which will help. He's just been healing through all this, so we've been plinking away at him. How much damage have you done, actually? 600. Have you just not been hitting him? That's great if that's the case. Real cool. Yeah, shoot. You know what? Let's actually just shoot Harkon while he's on the ground. We might be able to do some damage to him. And you guys are all looking pretty good, huh? Alright, it's just Harkon left, so we should have him, but he's got potential to be a problem, for sure. Definitely got potential to be a problem here. And I can throw snakes at something. Not sure why, but I will. It doesn't hurt us, so I might as well. Alright, let's just make sure nothing is in a locked group. There we go. Yeah, a lot of stuff getting terrified, you see. That's the problem. Well, that's a problem. Oof. Alright, refuse to die while you're fighting him. How's that sound? But yeah, just Harkon on his own is nightmarishly difficult. Let's see if you can't do some big damage to the gunnery white, actually. That would help. And God, you have suffered so much damage. But yeah, that terror is probably going to be the death of us. I might just need to try and surround him with the pterodons. You know, they got 70 weapon strength, so a good surround should do some work. And hopefully we can deal with that gunnery white. Because yeah, he's got 77 melee defense, is rather impressive, I've got to say. Legion of Chakwa, though. And yeah, a bunch of Blessed Saurus spears. They should be of big benefit to us. And we killed his Gunnery Wight. We killed the Gunnery Wight. He's got 2,000 health. I reckon we can throw him in. Try and get some extra damage in there. You know, maybe. And, alright, we've only lost a couple while fighting him, but God, he heals so much. He just heals so much. I think we might need to get him right to his healing cap, you know. Which is tough, because he's, you know, hard as nails. And weren't you in just in melee with him? Maybe. Let's get all you guys out of here. I want to make sure we've only got stuff in there that can really do him harm. Let's pull you guys out again. And just make sure we really... Oh, Gorm's nearly dead. Okay, he did have 2,000 health. Now he does not. And I don't think I want you guys firing, actually. I already told you to stop. Stop. Oh, you can still throw javelins, though. Okay, still got some sort of spears there. Alright, so he's getting away. Stop getting away. Not allowed. Not allowed to get away. Yeah, we're gonna have to bog him down with these guys. Make sure he can't take off. He's almost out of ammunition at least, so. And we can see his healing cap. We can see his healing cap. The spears are good. The spears are doing a good job. We do need to try and surround him with the spears, though. Ideally. And, okay, we just suffered horrible damage to a Blessed Pterodon Riders. Alright. Come on. Come on now. God, I feel like you two need to get out of there. Oh, what spell is that going to be? Don't be a jerk, Luther. Please. Please don't be a jerk. And yeah, Gorm suffered too much damage. We'll keep him nearby, though, so he can buff leadership. Because, I mean, the spears are doing alright. I think the spears are doing okay. Finally! Finally start to break. Alright, now I feel like we do want to just charge him, try and get him to disintegrate. Okay, he is disintegrating now. Never mind. We got him. Finally! Alright, let's just speed this up. But man, Harkon is scary. No wonder he's riding a Terrorgeist. But yeah, the intent is for that to be scary, not silly. You know, some things are intended to be silly. That really is the difference. You know, when naming all this stuff. So, Pyrrhic victory. Nice. Scarecrow banning. That'll scare the birds. So, yeah, we are going to mark the sacrifice, because we do that to literally everything. 181 kills from Harkon. Harkon is just, he's no joke. He is no joke. Ideally, we need some, like, anti-large specialists that can move faster than not moving. You know, a couple of Carnosaurs wouldn't go amiss. That would be nice. We should try and get a couple of Carnosaurs for this army. Because I think I do want to grow this army now. I think that is the plan. I think that is the plan. But yeah, I'm very disappointed by the Skink Chief. Him, like, just pew-pew-pewing. It used to be that those missiles would really reliably hit, and they just chip away at things for quite some time. This is nice. Shrine of Birds. Let's go to Shrine of Birds. We can finally afford that. Which is why I don't really want to build more of an army, which is upsetting, to say the least. We'll lose some Skinks if we auto-resolve this, but why would I fight this? That's so boring. Oh, I'm just going to auto-resolve it. We'll lose those Skinks, it's fine. And Gorm nearly died. But he has big replenishment, so he's fine. But yeah, it used to be that just plinking away at stuff, it would really add up quite quickly. In fact, like in multiplayer, it was really common for people to take a couple of skink chiefs as their, you know, as their hero choices, right? Just give them each a pterodon, and they could just sit up in the sky and just plink away at things forever, and just like, you know, get them to plink away at a spellcaster, enemy lord, or hero, and like they would always pay for themselves. They were always really cheap. I think a pterodon was like 300, and a skink chief was a couple hundred. So for 1,000 points, you can just make sure that all of their like single model entities would just get plinked away at all day. So let's see. Let's try and make that a reality anyway, okay? Let's try and make him shooty. Even though that doesn't seem to be something that works so well these days. Kayaks can upgrade some stuff. That sounds cool. We should probably get this, right? Let's get Horned Ones and Sacred Croxigores, fine, but also it gives us Determining the Great Plan, which is none of these? Oh, is that? Wow, okay, we don't need that then. Not really. You know, one day, but not yet. Scrying Pool would help us with... That's this one, right? Yeah, so it'd help us get all this stuff. So we could lower upkeep. We could bolster a bunch of recruit ranks. Magic item drop chance up. Income from trade tariffs up. So there's some things that are useful sort of immediately in that row. We will also have access to, like, you know, further stuff this way. More skink buffs. Sounds good. So yeah, maybe we go ahead and build a scrying pool over here. I also want to bolster the geomantic web. But, of course, we don't have anything that can link to unless he decides to upgrade the web, which, I mean, it won't show us that. So I don't know. I really don't know. We're really kind of screwed over with the geomantic web. Although if I do it in kayaks, I can also do it in Golden Colossus and then Great Turtle Isle. So I can at least bolster this side of things. It's just that's, you know, that's a lot. It's a lot to do. But then, it's not supposed to be easy. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, so Huolotl is nearby to Tehenhauin. We're going to deal with them. There's probably a bunch of demons up here. And yeah, Marcus Woolpot got wiped out. I remember now. That was sad. That was very sad. So that's where the Carnosaur is. So we still need to complete SOTEK manifests. How do we do that? Oh, pretty easily. We just do some more rituals. And yeah, unlock all these tiers. Like the Great Invocation of SOTEK. That is expensive. 10 turns, but it's 1,000 offerings. But yeah, Blessed Stegodons and Blessed Carnosaurs. 900 sacrifices, though, for the Carnosaur. Yeah, some of these are quite expensive. It would be nice to get the unique Skink Chief, actually. Should we try and do that? Let's see. That will give us a couple of extra offerings. So, I'm going to do this smart. Oh, wait, no. We need to do both before we get to 200, so it won't quite pay for itself. Okay, we can't quite afford it if we want to get everything. So I might as well just get the Skink Chief. Let's see what this guy's like. Where is he? Is he over here? Do we have to recruit him? Because I don't see him. Skink Chief. Is it like this guy? Or one of these, the guy? Okay, those are the only two characters I see. Okay, so how does that work? So I'm gonna get a red-crested Skink Chief, huh? I mean, it doesn't... Oh, no, because they're these guys, so this must be one of these, right? There we go, this guy. Tom Philly. There's a guy on the video team for Creative Assembly, or at least used to be. I'm not sure if he's still there or not, but Tom Phillips. So he got a guy. Didn't realise. Good for him. Good for him. Wish I had a character. Let's see. Legendary Renown. Weapon Strength for Lord's Army, Charge Bonus, and Physical Resist. It's pretty good. And Leadership Aura Size Up, but like whoever really cares about that. But yeah, that's kind of good. That's kind of good. I like that. But yeah, I always think the Skink Chiefs and Red-Crested Skink Chiefs are, you know, both heroes. But of course they're not. The Red-Crested ones lead the armies of Tehenhauin. Silly me. Well, except in... No, in that case, yeah, he's a Red-Crested Skink Chief. I was really hoping it'd be someone for this guy's army, but it's another army, essentially. We'll recruit it one day, probably. But kind of a waste of sacrifices now I think about it. Hey, Melwin. Let's get Defensive Alliance. I mean, that does sound kind of nice. Hang on. Oxyotl still hasn't got through these jerks. What has he been doing all this time? Getting murdered, maybe? We might have some trouble in the south at some point. If Oxyotl doesn't deal with these guys. So that is free to get occupied now. Is that something we want to do? Or do we want to carry on just sort of tiptoeing around here? Because this is their capital, isn't it? Yeah. So that's nice that they have a rubbish garrison there. That'll limit their recruitment options a bit. And, oh, there's Karnath, Crimson Reaper. That might just be... Well, it's a Bloodthirster, though. So that might just be one of the random armies that get spawned. Can a Bloodthirster lead one of those? I can't remember. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, do I just go for the income? I think probably. I think I probably do just go for the income. I could also bolster the income in the area. I think that's better than getting just walls or something, right? We could go for more control, but our control is actually pretty good. We get a lot of bonuses for all that. Do we still need... Oh, man, really? Okay, I do want to be able to afford that. I don't think we're going to be able to, though, for quite some time. Let's just buff our income buildings for now. And let's just get some more units in here. I don't know who, though. Because, I mean, we can just get a bunch of skin cohorts, which would actually help if we can just outnumber the vampire counts. Vampire coast, rather, every time. Then we win. Like, most of the problem is they have loads of guns. If we're able just to surround them in Skinks, then they'll lose. You know? They got ranged units, so we'll have numbers. Oh, hello. There's another army just down there. Hey, buddy. No, I'm not making any agreements with you. While you are helping us deal with these guys. That's just a coincidence. You know, they're still trespassing. They're still interlopers. I mean, so are the dwarves, but the dwarves have been interloping longer. They haven't shown up as a result of imperialism. You know, these dwarves aren't empire. They're not like, you know, they're not trying to expand their empire or anything. So, do I kill you because you're an easy target, or do I take that out because it's an easy target and then we can sit in it? I think we take out this because it's an easy target that we can sit in. Very easy target, actually. I would like to fight it, though, because it's fighting some Chaos Warriors and things. I would like to test these guys out. But it's going to be quite difficult to test it out in a siege and be climbing walls and getting slaughtered. Although, we do have Lord Croak. I think we just ignore the walls, bash down the gates, and we just focus our attention around the gates, and these guys will have to clump up around the gates, and we can hit with snakes, and more snakes, and the ruination of cities, and, you know, all the rest of it. Although, well, it's not the ruination of cities, actually, sorry. That's Mazdamundi's special thing. No, what, Deliverance of Itza, of course. Now, let's see. Yeah, let's fight it. Alright. Oh, hello. Hi, giant tower. Where is a giant tower, huh? Big old doorway here. Do we come out of this? Maybe. Looks like it. Man, we have quite the dino force now, huh? And where is our Carnosaur buddy? There he is. This is quite the dino force. I mean, alright, one of them is just Krug. But that's fine. Alright, let's do that. You guys can line up over here. And, I don't know, do I want to try and climb the walls just so we can suppress the towers shooting at us? Because that might be worthwhile, you know. That might be worthwhile. Oh, screw it. We're going to go for it. It's probably a terrible idea. Probably just awful. But we'll see. God, Carnosaur's fast. 98 speed on this guy. So good. Alright, birds, sure. Why not? Why not, eh? We do have this damage resistance buff that we can throw on these guys. Which I think would help. Maybe a little bit? I don't know, maybe I'll leave it. We have snakes. Can we use them on the walls as well? Looks like we can. Interesting. And yeah, snakes do seem... Yeah, it's hitting. I don't know, we could use that on the walls. Does that mean we can use this on the walls? Nice. Oh yeah, we'll just spam Deliverance of Itza then. And, okay, you gotta hurry though, mate. So Deliverance of Itza is an interesting spell, because it is so slow to cast. But it is absolutely brutal, and it's actually quite cheap, considering how brutal it is. But that's kind of the point. Alright, let's go for those Chaos Warriors of Khorne. I think that'll help pull them out the best. So these guys do all have armor piercing, which will help against the Chaos Warriors. And maybe just have you go for those guys, so the Chaos Warriors sit tight. And are you climbing up the walls to go attack it? For God's sake. I hate pathfinding in siege battles. It's so bizarre. Okay. Deliverance of Itza on these bloodletters. Oh, you're having a good time up there, huh? Good lad. Okay, more of you. You can run in and help. There are towers shooting at us, which is very rude. Oh yeah, Space Laser. Oh, how can I forget about Space Laser? Alright, Space Laser, come on, let's go. Nice. Well done. Well done. Yeah, that was brutal. I love it. Yeah, this has gone well. Apparently just our big dinosaurs can crush through all of this. They decided to abandon that. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Snakes. When in doubt, snakes. Alright, they basically had it, so let's run down this way. And more birds? Nah. More Deliverance. Because, yeah, there's more coming. I don't know, around there will do. And, alright, there's a Chaos Warriors. So, let's see if you guys can't move down here and jump up. You're probably going to just, like... Yeah, move a bit wrong. I've got to say, these salamanders are doing quite well shooting up into this area. You know, they haven't killed that many of the skink... the skink... red-crested skinks. Oh, Blessed Stegodon should have been in here too. Silly. I just need to put him on melee mode, I think. Because when stuff's in locked groups, it can get a bit funny about, if it's a ranged thing. Sometimes I feel like holding Alt doesn't ignore, it doesn't force melee quite the same when they're in a locked group or anything. Alright. Good stuff. More offerings. Not that many, but some. I'm getting another 50 here and some extra cash. We could sack it and just take it down next turn. That would get us a lot more money. And then we can use that to upgrade more settlements. So I am going to just sack it, I think. And then we can take it over now anyway. That's fine. We'll loot and occupy for even more. Okay, good. What level are you now? Alright, tier 2. That's fine. That's fine. We might need walls on this one, though. We might need walls on this one. which we can't get till tier 3, so it'll be fine. But I guess some barriers would be great. So, Plaque of Domination, -8 leadership. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's really nice. Animal research rates and corruption reduction. Should we give that to our Saurus Warrior? You probably can't have it, right? Because it's probably... Yeah, it's an arcane item. So we'd have to swap out the Cube of Darkness, which I guess is fine. Even though that is worth, like, less. But that -8 leadership with the terror and everything that he causes already, it's... I think that's quite a good setup. And we have some more ancillaries, don't we? Yeah. And you can buff weapon strength quite considerably. That might be worth giving to, I don't know, Croxigors might be good. We could just give that to... Oh no, we've already got a banner on the Carnosaur. Yeah, I don't know. We can give that to someone. One of the dinosaurs, I reckon. And extra melee defense. And it's not nothing. I could just equip it. You know, I'd give them missile strength, actually. I'd give them missile strength to the Umbral Tide. Make them real good. There's also an Artifact Hunter we could equip. Could you have an Artifact Hunter? No. Alright, how about you? You can. Good. Yeah, find me more magic, please. And I suppose we should level up Croak. God, he's got so much stuff here. We could get more replenishment. Stimulate growth is pretty cool. The Shield of the Old Ones is great. That is a really nice damage resistance, which we never actually utilised. Which, in that last battle for some reason. But cheaper wins a magic cost with Deliverance of It's a 1. And we can make it even cheaper. I'm just going to make that super cheap. Because we don't really need to be doing the high level ones anyway. Against most of what we're doing. We just want to spam the cheap one. Woundmaker? For Tehenhauin? Why not? Cool. Token. Let's get you. Ooh, I don't know. More speed. He'll be over 100 speed now, I think. Also, let's give him some equipment. He doesn't really have anything equipped. Apart from Vanguard deployment. I forgot about that. So, I mean, Sword of Anti-Heroes will give him damage buffs, which is kind of nice. Tormentor Sword is pretty great to stop enemies from getting away, though. Potion of Healing would be handy. But that means we won't have the Vanguard deployment. I could also give him... Do I give him the Missile Resist? It might be useful, actually. But then that Missile Resist, it's 10%. We can just lower that by 2% and have it apply to all damage, so might as well. And we are out of armor. But yeah, not bad. Upgraded him a little bit. No ancillaries to give him, though. But there we go. Lovely. Well done, mate. Proud of you. Great Turtle Isle we can upgrade too, and that's quite expensive. Damn. Upgrade that temple so we get the Skink Oracle. That would be pretty great. But yeah, I think I want to upgrade Oshel first and foremost. Means everything else we'll have to catch up. Let's get you Skink Favelas. And Sentinels of Zeti. This area is going to earn quite a lot, so I'm going to build a stone marker for bonus income. I think that'll help. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to be smashing our income. That's what we want. We just want big income. And I'm going to get some more cheapy skinks, because that isn't a huge amount of upkeep, but the extra numbers should help us. Should the zombies come back. Okay. Authoritarian? Yeah, that sounds like Tehenhauin. Unhappy populace in the Sentinel of Time, which is somewhere. Where is it again? Oh, it's down here. Well, that's sad. I mean, they seem pretty happy to me, but it's still going up, which is great. Right, stone marker again? Yep, that will put up local recruitment capacity as well, which is nice. Alright, we just spent all our money. Oh, I don't like that we keep spending all our money. We're getting 3 grand per turn, but our buildings are getting all, like, more expensive now, which is becoming a problem, because we really do need to upgrade the provincial capital over there. Do I want to hold off on building that monument? And do I want to go into this area, start attacking? I think I need to start attacking that territory. All this stuff is probably going to get taken over by Urambo, which is annoying. It would be nice, cheap real estate. You know, it'd be nice to get. But we do need to stop these guys, don't we? So, yeah, not sure. Not sure, actually. Not sure what the plan is. And I think we're going to have to move slow. Oh, there's Skulltaker. We found him. Chaos Chariots of Khorne, Knights of Khorne, Blood Beasts of Khorne, loads of exalted bloodletters and Forsaken. That's very scary when you're just a bunch of little skinks. But I think all our dinos in a big pile should be able to basically deal with any of this, because we can just spam Deliverance of Itza and our shield onto the big pile. And I think these guys will, you know, all of their infantry will just melt under that. But, yeah, our skinks will need to fit in somewhere. So that's a problem. That is a problem. How are we doing anyway with everything else? Let's see. I really wish this would, like stretch or something, because these icons are ridiculous. Research rates, lovely. Jungle Swarm, we do have Jungle Swarm. Okay, we've got Growth and Jungle Swarm. And Control. For a while, but we don't have the replenishment bar. There it is. Good. Okay, so we'll make sure we have that active all the time. Right, Skulltaker's probably going to attack us. You just got another level up, and you can get your unique stuff. Big bonus to melee attack and defense. That's really good. Then, oh, then you have to pick one. Oh, then we do get one of those, though, as well. Cheaper Pterodon Riders, too. That's kind of fun. Because we have a few of those. But, we can't get that until we pick one of these. Which we can't do yet, but, you know, let's want to have a look. More casualty replenishment rate, casualties captured, and campaign movement range. This gives bonus speed and missile resistance to Skinks, an extra melee defense for him. More control, lowers corruption and construction costs to the local province. I think we probably go for Jungle Patrol or Dexterous Warriors. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty good. But Warrior's Crest, really good ability. Just massive buff to his attack, which is you know, nice because he's very maneuverable on the Ripidactyl. At some point, we'll get the Ancient Stegodon. When is that? 21. Okay, so you've got to be quite high level for that. And let's get a couple more Skinks. That should hold out much better now. Just having the numbers makes me feel a lot better. Okay, Tehenhauin, you're probably going to get attacked by Skulltaker. Ugh. It's going to sting. Also, do you want to upgrade this yet? From 200 to 300. And, well, from 217 to 326, but it costs $1,000. I mean, the sooner we get it, the quicker it's gonna pay off, right? Just I kind of feel the same way about getting this built, but I feel like a big battle with Skulltaker. We fight Skulltaker, then take quick attacks, which we can probably do in a turn. I think that will more than make up for, you know, our financial deficit. Close victory, medium casualties. It reckons we will win already. Brilliant. Okay, extra weapon strength 4. I mean, I can give that to Tehenhauin, actually. So we'll have 889 weapon strength. And he's got big splash attacks when his Stegodon just charges through stuff. So he's going to be very formidable. And, yeah, missile strength. We'll give that to the Umbral Tide. So they do, yeah, considerable damage now. And the Blessed Stegodon, we want to be in melee, just smashing things. So that's pretty good. This is nice. I like this a lot. This probably won't be a battle that lasts too long, will it? Let's squeeze into this episode. I think we've got time. Let's do it. Okay. So. Boop. No. Boop. Good. Good booping. Oh, we're just going to hang out in the back. Let's just hang out back here, right? On where it's flat. Right, we'll put the Stegodon here, and I will just let him shoot stuff, I think. I'm going to put him at a jaunty angle so he shoots at knights. And you guys can hang out in the back. You guys can hang out here. Got a bunch of dinosaurs in the middle. And then we're going to... Okay, I don't quite have the numbers I was thinking I had for some reason. So let's swap the skirmishers, and the stalkers around. And then we'll just have this front line of pain. And I guess you can hang in the back, actually. But I do worry about these guys just hitting all of our dinos instead of anything particularly useful. They are anti-large, though, so actually having them be a bit jaunty as well will help kill the knights. And we're going to lock them in a big group. I'm going to stick them in here. And we're going to hit go. Alright, we're going to see how it does. The Blessed Stegodon isn't at quite as jaunty an angle anymore. But that's fine. Let's see, we'll go for the Blood Beasts. You want to aim for Skull Taker, maybe? I'm kind of thinking the Knights need to be the targets, but I'm not seeing any. But yeah, Skull Taker, he's going to be quite scary. He hits hard. He's anti-infantry, though. So if you surround him in dinos, I think we're going to be laughing. Oh, that's not locked groups. That's remain sensible. Okay, great start. Oh, here come the knights. Okay, that is fine. Okay, that's a lot of knights. It's a lot of knights sneaking up on us. Alright, let's start hitting them. And do I just do a big Deliverance of Itza? Or... I think we do the medium one. Here, we need to try and clear them out in a hurry. And yeah, all these guys are going to be a problem. And these. Oh boy. Well, let me click on you, you jerks. Alright, Blessed Stegodon needs to charge in. Let's do that. Let's do a buff over here. We can start space lasering these bad guys, and I guess throw birds at them because, you know, we can. Excellent. Now, yeah, let's only do bigger damage, actually. Alright, just annihilate Skull Taker, please. Yeah, we are very surrounded right now. Oh, you know what? These guys are getting kind of wrecked, which I'm happy about. This is scary, though. We do need to do something about that. Let's Deliverance their Itzas. It's a good idea. Alright, Skull Taker is having a bad time against the Carnosaur. Lots of Spore of Corn and other such scary things. But yeah, these guys are doing well. Our Salamander packs are doing well, just like nabbing these guys. Alright, let's get you over there. Alright, let's move you up and around. You start charging back in this way. Skull Taker is nearly dead. Alright, let's hit their leadership. And you know what, I'm not going to Flock of Doom them because it's so much better just to use Deliverance of Itza again. Alright, and you can start just shooting at them, okay? You guys can come over here too. You know what, you can just shoot from here actually. Just get somewhere nice. You use snakes. Alright, that went great. That went really well. We absolutely nailed them. We suffered a lot of damage in our front line, but like, who cares? That's absolutely fine. They'll replenish in no time at all. And yeah, I think they're all screwed. A lot of Chaos Knights still though. A lot of Chaos Knights have managed to survive. Where is my Carnosaur? Alright, go get him, lad. Go get him. Oh, still some Spawn of Corn over here. I guess you should probably finish off. Alright, are we going to kill any more of these? Come on. Yeah, get another one. Yeah, it's not much. It's fine. It's fine. We did good. We did good. Close victory. So one thing that's actually really impressive is that the red-crested skinks actually managed to get a lot more kills than any of their infantry. So, like, toe-to-toe, they managed to get more kills, which is really quite impressive. So we can just go for money, but let's be honest, we're going to go for mark sacrifice every time, aren't we? You know, it's just how we do things. And, okay, now this is a problem. This is definitely a problem. They have taken the Chamber of Visions. That's the one I was trying to save up for, wasn't it? To fix. That's quite far south. I really wasn't expecting them to sneak down there when I had that settlement, but I guess they were never going to be able to fight that. This is annoying. This is very annoying. That's a problem. Yeah, Lisbon garrisons aren't the best. So that's actually a real problem. I mean, I guess it's not that far south. I don't know, I just didn't expect him to go down here. So let's see. All this stuff sucks. Ooh, this is a problem. Defeat Skulltaker though. Extra melee attack for the whole army. Irony struck when the Skulltaker himself lost his own skull in the heat of battle. We got some Star Chamber Guardians, Temple Guard, and the Pale Death, Feral Troglodon. Very nice. I mean, that would sort it out if I just shoved them down there. But that lost us a lot of money, losing the Chamber of Visions. And okay, it's the Great Turtle Isles that we need to upgrade, but... yeah, Sentinels of Zeti, we need an army here. We need an army here. Should we get Tom Phillips? Should we do that? Maybe. I hate that we have to spend all this money. It's really frustrating. I really hate it. Get some dwarfs to help us. That'd be quite fun. That would be quite fun. Because, like, they're headed towards them, right? They're headed down here. They would probably want to help. So what would be good? What would be good? Rangers of great weapons? Give us some good, good armor piercing? That might be cool. Yeah, that might be fun. Let's do that. This is going to cost us so much. Is this worth doing? I'm not sure. Let's get some red-crested skinks. And... ooh. Yeah, do we just want to get something... some good stuff here? Maybe. Because we want to make sure that we can hold this. Which means that this is kind of overkill, really. I mean, we need something else in this army. You know, we need something else. I could make global recruitment faster, and then we can just stock up on another 3 units in a turn. Oh, actually, we can stock up on more of these guys in a single turn. Or just the normal skinks. So that's not terrible. That's not awful. So in one turn, we'll have quite a formidable army here. But they might attack this turn, in which case we'll have just some skinks. Oh, and a Saurus Warrior unit against whatever that army is. Which concerns me a bit. So we might need something else here. So something like the Colossadon Hunters might be good. Or cohort of Hualatl. These guys will hit really hard. Some Temple Guard, they just won't budge, right? So let's get some Temple Guard. Let's get the Star Chamber Guardians. They're going to cost a fortune. But they are a good accompaniment to Skinks, I feel. Oh, God, our income. It's gone. Why did we have to get another army? I hate it. We did, though. We did, though. A whole other front opened up. Okay. I am way over time on this episode now. Because I got carried away after the battle. Because things happened. Things, guys. Things. Oh, he gets a barrier, doesn't he? Love that. He can cause terror. He can regenerate. And barrier replenishes faster. He's just very cool, isn't he? He's a cool boy. Yeah, let's get more Winds of Magic. Power reserve minimum. Which is a nice idea. So you always have some Winds of Magic. And let's start making Deliverance of It's a 2 cheaper. Right, cool. So there's other armies running around, which might be a problem. So, next episode... Actually, do we want to attack that now? Yeah, probably, right? So I worry about this guy attacking. I can't see how far he can move, because it's saying he can't move at all, for some reason. But, yeah, I don't think he can move through this way. There might be another army over there, though. He might attack, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. So yeah, I think we attack this, and we'll get a big replenishment spike after the battle anyway. So yeah, this is what we'll do. And you know what? Let's say we'll do this next episode. Why? Why bother? And again, yeah, loot knock fight. Always. Okay, so these guys should be pretty healthy. Should be pretty healthy after that. Cool. and I'll get that repairing. Do I need these things? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Sentinel of Zeti is being protected right now, so maybe I should do that one in case he runs off this way and fights his way through these settlements instead. Because he might go straight for the golden ziggurat, which would be really annoying, but he could absolutely do that. I just wanted to make sure he couldn't go further down into, you know, more developed areas, but everywhere's a little bit developed. Let's upgrade the Sentinels of Zeti anyway. Alright, now I've spent all my money completely. Right, let's end the episode before I keep playing, because that wasn't the plan. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.